a live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. As we roll into Week 12 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football, these are the types of games that can help define your season. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Barnes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in this.
Breaks into the open. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
With the draw, it's Baxter. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now,
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll give it to Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Phillips. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires downfield. Intercepted, number 19. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The sure hands, it's Phillips. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. motion from the back. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the 1st quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
To the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Barnes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. As we get a look at the stats, they've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Maybe a crease. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
The Wildcats start flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Still looking on the move. They get to him as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. The run inside. It's Patterson. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Makes the grab, it's Phillips. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And a big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Dogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And he got just enough of that one. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Flips it out in the flat. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. This time he wants to throw. Pucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Bringing the heat. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Patterson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll pull it down and run. Finds a crease at the 20. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll just run the ball in the middle of the field and watch that clock continue to wind here late in the first half. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Here's the return. Makes a move. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Dogs! Stealing a score on special teams.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed a spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Breaks into the open. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Gilmore. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 4 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Crimson Tide coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Finding some room. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They take the lead here in the second half.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Pocket breaking down. Buried before he complete.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Baxter. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now, early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Takes it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Nate Frazier makes it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Finds his man. It's Phillips. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's caught downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Georgia going up tempo. Trying to run, it's Phillips. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Under fire. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. The run inside. It's Phillips. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldog! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Gilmore. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there by the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to find his man in the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Kentucky going quickly.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Stepping to the right. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but
guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. The snap sets up to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Frazier again. Powers through the defender. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill.
Might have a chance. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting strong.
There he goes. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the